Atheer Yacoub, everybody. Give it up for him.
Everyone's like, man, it's a hard time being Muslim right now. Yeah, not the best. Everyone's telling me that. Except I grew up in Alabama, so it was never a good time being Muslim or Arab. Like, I've never not lived in Trump's America. So welcome to my world, everybody. The first thing that everyone asks me is like, why did your parents move to Alabama out of all places, right? And like Rami said, like, I think it makes sense because they needed to live in a place where cousins could get married. Seemed like a natural move. I don't know, but it was weird for me, like, growing up there as like the only Arab, because like my American friends would always have to like prep their parents when they're meeting me so they wouldn't be like racist in front of me. You know, they'd be like, Mom, Dad, this is Atheer, she's an Arab. Like Jasmine from Aladdin. Just something non-threatening. One girl was like, I told my dad that you're a Muslim and he said it was okay. Thanks, I think. Guys, I've been living in New York for about 9 years now, and I think like one of the most racist things that's happened to me was actually here. I just moved to Harlem, and I was walking to my apartment, and this girl just like kind of shoved me while walking, so I gave her like this dirty look, and she turns back to me and she's like, what the hell are you looking at, you stupid piece of white trash? Yeah, and I was like, you know, this would never happen in Alabama. Nobody's ever called me white. I don't know whether it's be mad or be like, thank you. Where were you like 10 years ago? But it was hard for me relating to my American friends in high school because, you know, my parents like conservative Arabs, and I just like didn't know what was like a normal experience, you know. Like one of my classmates, she came up to me one morning and she was like, dude, I got like really stoned last night. And I was like, oh my God, what did you do to piss your dad off? You guys gotta be careful because that joke kills in Saudi Arabia. But I didn't really have a lot of Arab friends growing up, especially in college. I went to this really small Southern Baptist school because my parents wouldn't let me go out of state. So it was just basically this evangelical Christian like Baptist school. And like it was all white people and me, you know, like the closest I got to another Arab there was Jesus. Yes. Do you guys think though, when Jesus was on the cross, he was like, this is gonna make a really great necklace one day. That joke's not for everybody, but the people that do like it really like it. Guys, I read a study that says that the name that your parents gives you influences your personality and the type of person that you grow up to be. Like, do you guys think that's true? Like, yes. I don't know. I thought it was, but I don't know if it's always true because, like, I grew up with a kid named Jihad, and he's just an accountant now for ISIS. You guys know that, you know how Trump is trying to create the Muslim registry? Do you guys think that's going to happen? Yeah, no, you don't think so? Do you guys know that there's already been a way to track Muslims in the U.S. for several years now? Yeah, it's called a Costco membership. Yes, all brown people have one. Or your parents, somebody has one. But none of those people are actually a threat, right? Because nobody who's going to try to like blow themselves up is going to go out and shop in bulk, you know? That would just be irresponsible. So I'm Muslim. I grew up religious, but I'm not really that religious anymore, but I still try to be a good person because I want to get into heaven in case there is one. And you know, you guys know for the non-Muslims here, where are the non-Muslims at? You guys, yes? I looked directly at the blonde people and I was right. Okay. Not to stereotype. So in Islam, it's kind of competitive. There's actually like 7 levels of heaven, right? Like the more good you do, the higher the level you get into. Like the prophet's highest level. Except I'm not really an overachiever, you know? Like I'm not trying to get into AP heaven. Guys, I just just want to barely make it by. Like, I'll even do a summer in hell if I have to. I know there's a lot of tension between like the different religions, and you know, I think we should, instead of focusing on our differences, we should focus on the things that we have in common, right? Like, the world, I think, would be a better place. And this is just a small example, like, both like in the Bible, the Torah, the Quran, they all talk about heaven the same way. If you look it up, they all refer to it as a paradise land flowing with milk and honey. And at least that's like one small thing we can all agree on, that vegans are going to hell, right? I didn't make it up, that's what I got. If there are any vegans in the audience, I don't mean to offend you. Some of my best friends are self-righteous, so it's totally fine. So I'm Palestinian. Where are the Palestinians at? Yeah, nice. Any Israelis that want to admit it? No? Okay, cool. Do people anytime like want to talk to you about politics when they find out you're Palestinian? Yeah. Do they like to give you like their opinion on the solution?
It's so easy.
It's so easy, right? It's so easy. What do they say? What's their like opinion?
Why can't they just get along?
Why can't they just get along, right? Why can't they get along? Yeah, I had a girl tell me basically that she was like, you know, I think like Palestinians and Israelis should just like have sex, make a lot of babies, and then everybody will just get along, right? I'm like, first of all, since when has bringing a baby into any situation made it less tense, right? And logistically, like, how would that even happen? Like, they don't know. Obviously, like, there's a cement wall literally separating Israel from Palestine, right? So, I don't know, unless we start a nonprofit, Glory Holes for Peace or something, that's not going to happen.